Hi guys, welcome back to the corner. My name is Drac. So with the TOA reset coming up tonight, I thought I would do some videos on some monsters that are very useful in TOA. So naturally when I'm thinking TOA, first thing that comes to mind is Spectra. Now we spoke about Spectra a little bit in my Dragons video the other day, but I thought I'd touch on him a little more here. So Spectra is the Fire Griffin. He can be obtained through Unknown Scrolls, Mystic Scrolls, Fire Scrolls, and Social Summons. I believe he's also a secret dungeon, so you can achieve him on, what is it, Tuesdays as Fire. So you'll be able to get him then. You can farm skill ups for him in the Tamor Desert. He's actually a very, very good support monster to have. He doesn't do a lot for damage unless you're fighting bosses, and I'll explain that in a minute. But he's very good at controlling the enemy team and making it so they don't get as many turns. And if you pair him up with the right people, you can make it so certain enemies never get a turn. And it's incredibly useful in making your Summoner's War battle a lot easier. So let's look at his skills. First skill, does damage based on his speed. Now, he's got a real high speed, so this will have a good damage multiplier, but as you can see, his base attack is still crap. So, unless you've got some amazing runes with some really amazing substats, his first skill's never going to hit real hard, but, every little extra bit of damage helps. Second skill does a portion of his attack damage plus I think it's 18% of his enemy's max HP. So, but it also hurts him by 10% of his own max HP. Now, he can't kill himself with this move. If you don't have 10% of his max HP and you use it, it just drops him to 1 HP. So he's still alive, and it won't drop him below that, and you can keep using the skill. It just means that, any enemy can kill him no matter what. But this move, the boss stages of TOA, which are every 10th floors, um, really hate this guy because he can just make it so much easier to drop them down because he does so much damage to them. It really is worth taking him along just for that, let alone his third skill, which is great for crowd control. So his third skill, this skill doesn't do any damage at all. It does no damage, but it has a 50% chance to reduce their attack bar by 30%, and it reduces their attack speed for 2 turns. So with this guy, in the right conditions and on the right team, you can make it so the enemies never get a turn. I run him with Basalt and with Beretta, along with Mav as an extra support. And between the 4 of them, when fighting the old man on TOA 100, I've actually got it to where he almost never gets a turn. The last time I fought the old man, I got him down to like 10 or 12% of his health left before he took his first turn. Because of that team up. So it really is worth having. It's also really good for dealing with the dragon, as if you're starting a new dragons team and you don't have a speed team for it yet, he can offer you a measure of control that will help you deal with the dragon's towers. So definitely worth considering him there. Overall, this monster is just really, really good as a support structure. As for his runes, I've got mine rune Swift broken. Ideally, I would actually like him on Swift Focus, but my Focus runes aren't quite there yet, so I've got him on broken with the 2 Despair runes. But I've got mine ruined with Speed, come on, Defense, and HP with some substats here, or with some other runes here. Now, I've only got one 6-star rune on him, so you can actually do fairly well with this monster with only 5-star runes. You don't even have to farm amazing 6-star runes to make him work. You can now, if you've been doing this for a while and you've got a good violent set with some really good speed substats, you can absolutely do violent on him. But if you don't have those speed substats, you're probably better off just sticking with Swift. If his accuracy is really good based on his substats and he doesn't need focus runes, I would consider putting him on guard or energy. I wouldn't consider shield just because shield is his base health is only 9k, which isn't bad. It definitely could be worse, but it feels like there's a lot of other monsters that have a higher base HP, which is what the shield runes are based on. You can actually use him in PvP too if you got the right team. If you're using him in PvP, I would definitely recommend doing will runes for your 2 set, or you could do Nemesis as well if he's got some good survivability there, but he gets banged on a lot. But yeah, and you look here, he's really easy to get up. I mean, just look at his speed. He's got 126 base speed. So he's really easy to get his speed up where you need it and get him to where he goes first so that he can try and cripple the enemy team right out. But yeah, that's all I've got for this guy right now. If you guys have any comments, suggestions, or thoughts, please put them in the comments below. Please like, subscribe, share, let people know I'm out here. And we will see you guys next time at the corner.